Good morning! Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I uploaded my last video, but I recently finished this weekend slipover designed by PetiteKnit. So in this video, I want to talk about this finished object. I used the pattern Weekend Slipover designed by PetiteKnit. You can find it if you type like a PetiteKnit Weekend Slipover. And the yarn that I used is this Host Garn Cielo. I actually have a video about this yarn, so if you want to know more about this yarn, check out that video. This is an oversized slipover, and I usually go for size small, and I need a size small for this one too, but I feel like I could have gone size down because I found it's quite oversized. So the reason why I needed this piece is because I wanted to have something that I can wear between summer and fall, those transitional clothes that I can wear. And I've never really owned a oversized slipover, so I was interested in knitting a oversized slipover. It was a fun to knit, and I would say it was relatively easy if you know how to knit and if you are familiar with reading a pattern and picking up stitches for arms and for the neck and arm. One of the challenging part to knit this with this yarn is to get the same result when you're knitting flat and in a round. Same stitch looking, same looking of the stitches. I know that my pro stitch tends to be loose, so end up with a bigger loop than knit stitches. First half of this piece you knit in flat, so pro stitch involves, and the rest of the half you just knit in a round, so it's basically you just keep knitting, just a knit stitches, no pro stitch. I made a gauge using 7mm needles, and I got the correct gauge, so I started this knit flat part with 7mm needles, and I kept going for knit in a round. It ended up I could clearly see which part involved the purl stitches and which part is just the straight knit stitches. I could clearly see the line. So I ended up unravel and start from the beginning. Went for one size smaller for knit flat part. So 6.5mm needles for the first half where the purl stitch involves, and then the rest of the half where no purl stitch involves, I went back to 7mm needles. So figuring out that part was a little bit challenging for me. So this is how the slipover looks when I wear it. I love the design of the slipover. I like this big silhouette and armhole. This armhole is pretty big too. So you can wear not only a thin shirt underneath the slipover, you can wear thick shirts too. Another thing that I like is this detail on the armhole. It's created by decreasing stitches when you knit. I really like this. And you can kind of see it when your arm is down too. Okay, another thing that I like about this slipover is this mock neck. I think I've never had any knitwear that has this kind of neckline. And I was not really sure if I liked this style because I'm not a big fan of turtleneck because I sometimes feel like I'm being choked. But this one, it's kind of still roomy, so I found it very comfortable to wear, and I love it because it gives me an extra warmth. There are two things that I modified from the original pattern. First thing is the length of the body. I'm 5'1", 155 centimeter tall, and whenever I knit PetiteKnit design size small, I have to shorten the body part a little bit. So for this one, I knitted 4 to 5 centimeters shorter than the original pattern says for the body part. Another modification is this hem in the bottom. The original pattern is just a basic hem, not separated front and back. but I separated front and back. I knitted the back piece a little bit longer because I just like how it looks. Lastly, I want to add a couple more information about the yarn that I used. As I mentioned in the previous video, it's nice, fluffy, super light, airy yarn, and I'm happy that my garment is super light. It's very comfortable to wear. And I'm happy that I used this yarn. But a couple things that I noticed after wearing this Slipover is, one, it kind of has a farm smell. When you use the animal fiber yarn and you wash it, and when it's wet, it kind of has a strong, like a farm wool sheep smell. This yarn, even when it's dry, I can still smell it. A couple days ago, I was wearing this outside when it was kind of misty, and the Slipover got a little wet, and that smell got stronger. I think it shouldn't be a problem if you're just wearing it at home, but if you want to wear it at work or at school, you might want to take that part in consideration. Another thing that I noticed about this yarn is that it might get peeling easily, relatively easily. I was wearing this with my backpack and start seeing this peeling where the backpack was sitting. So that's another thing that I noticed. Okay, that's it for my knitwear review today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in next video. Bye!